Web-slinging secrets reveal, Insomniac's future plans leaked, including unannounced Marvel games, Spider-Man 3 details, even Wolverine's plot. Hackers leaked Insomniac's 10-year roadmap, tons of new Spider-Man, X-Men, Ratchet and Clank, and new IP. Let's talk about it right now. What's up guys, Andrew here, and in this video we're going to talk about this leak, this devastating leak. Spider-Man stuff, Wolverine, a lot of things mentioned in this leak, and we have to talk about it because it is one of the biggest leaks in history. So we have to talk about it, and it's just one of those things where I'm going to be careful how I navigate this, because I'm not going to necessarily show any of the video footage that was put out, because I know if I do that, the video may get taken down. But I am going to talk about the report itself of the things that we have by way of information, because that's circulating because of the hack that recently took place. So we're going to start doing that right now. All right, let's get into it. Devastating leak lays bare Spider-Man developer Insomniac's plan for the next decade. Okay, includes employee information, detail on slew of unannounced Marvel games. And we're gonna get into it, guys. So detailed plans revealing the future of projects of PlayStation-owned Spider-Man developer Insomniac has been published online, stolen from the company by hackers. Okay, now hackers, they're always causing ruckus, whether it's the game industry, crypto stuff. They're always trying to get information from people and then demanding a particular amount of money. Okay, so it says here the files include a project roadmap for the next decade and beyond, including an array of unannounced projects, plus production details, art, assets, and personal information on Insomniac employees. Okay, Insomniac suffered a data breach last week with ransomware group Ricida, I'll say it that way. We'll go with it, okay? Demanding 50 bitcoins, the equivalent of 2 million, within a week to avoid the data being published publicly. Now, 7 days later, the group has gone through with its threat. So now it's one thing to say, hey, we have all this information about you. Give us this amount of money, and if you don't, we're gonna do this. Now, apparently they weren't joking about, we have this information on you, right? And if you don't comply, we're going to release all this information, and here we are, right? So it says, as first reported by Cyber Daily, the leaked trove of data includes 1.3 million files and over 1.6 terabytes of data. This includes private messages from the company's Slack and employee details, including files related to the company's hiring and firing. Okay, a Ricida spokesperson told Cyber Daily the hack specifically targeted Insomniac to demand money, right, which we just mentioned earlier, as a high-profile game developer would likely be an easy target. Okay, which says here. Now, according to this conversation, this video, it says Sony has yet to respond to the leak, though last week acknowledged reports that Insomniac Games has been a victim of a cybersecurity attack. Okay, now this is a huge attack. This is a near unprecedented attack. All right. And it says here, we are currently investigating this situation, Sony said at the time in a statement to Eurogamer. We have no reason to believe that any other SIE or Sony division have been impacted. Now, we don't know this, right? Because they're still researching. So hopefully this doesn't get worse throughout the week, but we'll keep a close eye on it as we're doing coverage for this particular leak. Okay. Files from the leak are now spreading across the internet and are being poured over on Reddit and social media. Now, what's interesting about that is I did see the Wolverine footage, but I'm not going to link it in this video. All right. I know how this works, and you do too. Video goes up, the video get taken down. things like that. I don't want to go down that route. But I did watch it and I was like, Wolverine, I don't know. I don't think it's a game that, on the initial footage that I saw, that I was completely blown away by, right? But when it came to Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and of course Spider-Man, I had to buy those when they were on sale. That was like absolutely mandatory because I love Spider-Man. Wolverine, I love Wolverine, but I didn't love what I saw. That's all I'm gonna say there. I'm sure if you Google it or you go on YouTube and you put in, whatever parameter that applies to what we're talking about right now, someone probably has the footage up and you'll be able to see it. Okay, so I'll say that. And it says a product schedule for the company until 2035 lists upcoming game launches, including unannounced multiplayer projects, a new Ratchet and Clank game, further Spider-Man games and spin-offs, plans for other X-Men games after Wolverine, and dates to launch new IP. The level of detail in the leak is eye-opening and, as we shared earlier, near unprecedented, with game budgets, sale forecasts, and revenue sharing plans for the studio's lucrative Marvel licensing deal laid bare. Okay, files show Insomniac sketching out the possibility of splitting Spider-Man 3's single-player story into 2 parts to release over consecutive years with detailed costs and predicted sales. Okay, so now splitting Spider-Man would be interesting, but when it comes to games and even movies doing part 1s and part 2s, this is not surprising. Okay, looking somewhat closer ahead, character and story details of Insomniac's Wolverine are also included, which I mentioned earlier. If that is the footage, I did see it and I was not impressed. Okay, with details of the game's plot and ending visible years before its release, character art, test animations, and even an early sequence of gameplay are included. They're not only included, they're floating around the internet. Okay, and another set of slides, this part is interesting too. An internal Sony document on the games industry discusses, extra S there, Microsoft's now completed acquisition of Activision Blizzard, and describe it as a leapfrog moment where Xbox could overtake PlayStation's own strategy via use of Game Pass, which it's the best deal in town. Like, if you haven't tried Game Pass, you should. I was on the fence at first, but now I love it. Okay, so just want to mention that. Call of Duty and a foothold on mobile. Sony must expand. The document states, with premium sales model is the central approach. Okay, and this is a big deal. This is the biggest, or at least one of the biggest, that we've seen by way of leaks in many years. And I definitely want to share some takeaways. Feeling overwhelmed by YouTube? Enter TubeBuddy, your all-in-one superhero sidekick. Keywords, thumbnails, growth hacks, it's got it all. Optimize titles, schedule posts, track results. It's like a secret weapon for your channel. Stop struggling, start soaring with TubeBuddy. Link in the description below. The first thing I want to mention here is the fragile nature of data security. This leak highlights the ever-present vulnerability of personal and company data in the digital age. It serves as a cautionary tale for individuals and organizations to prioritize cybersecurity measures. Number 2, the power of leaked information. This incident demonstrates the immense impact leaked information can have on an industry and fan communities. It raises questions about transparency, ethical boundaries, and managing public expectations. And number 3, the evolving future of gaming. The leaked roadmap offers a glimpse into the potential future of gaming, showcasing trends like expanding franchises, new IP exploration, and exploring alternative revenue models like Game Pass. And last but not least, by way of a bonus point, the fan community engagement. The leak sparked immense discussion and speculation among fans online, illustrating the passion and dedication within gaming communities. This engagement can be a valuable tool for game developers to understand their audience and foster closer relationships. And that's it for this video. I hope you found value in it. If you did, please make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.